You believe this? I just started the live stream and I couldn't find my coffee, and it's way over there. So let me grab that real quick. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning, or good afternoon, however you want to look at it. Let me move this. Watch. I'll be on the opposite microphone again. Do that every time. Got my wow, this hat's dirty. I didn't even realize that until we started streaming. I got all kinds of issues going on today. But I got a lot of fun stuff going on today. One, it is super duper duper cold here in Ohio, which means that our poor little chickens, we have one chicken that's going through molt right now, which means it lost all of its feathers, and she's just frozen. She like hides from all the other chickens. Poor thing. So that's going on. So I went over and checked on her this morning. What else? I wanted to go to Walmart, and I ordered. Have you guys ever heard of Arcade 1-Up? If you haven't, then you need to look it up. Amanda's favorite game of all time is Galaga, and Arcade 1-Up is just cheap versions of the old arcade games. So I bought the Galaga machine from from Walmart, and I figured we could get it for. We're getting more official here at Flip Aquatics going into the new year with like break times and stuff like that, and lunch times and everything. And we'll get into Black Friday and all that soon. But I thought this was pretty cool. So after this live stream, I'm going to go pick it up. I'm going to make it, and I'm going to put it like right here. And that way we have a Galaga machine to play. I might even put it right there. That's a pretty good spot for it too. But that's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to have some Galaga tournaments and everything like that. It's going to be a good time. But as you guys can see, No Shave November. Thank God. Thank God this beard is finally coming back. I have been looking like a little baby for at least – what is it? It's been like a week and a half now, and it's finally growing back in. So thank you for that. But tons of good stuff going on. Let me get a little sip of coffee. My coffee selection for today is a hot coffee, extra large, decaf, caramel swirl, and almond milk. It doesn't even. It's like so creamy. It doesn't even taste like coffee. So I did. You guys will be proud of me. I got a coffee grinder. I bought one on Amazon. They were actually pretty cheap. I think it was like $30. So I bought a coffee grinder, and we actually tried the Guatemalan coffee last week, and it was phenomenal. I would have made it today, but I had to go help my dad this morning move a gun safe. So I picked this up on the way, so I've been drinking it ever since. Anyway, let's get right into this. Let's see who all is here. Florante Sanko, good morning, and happy hump day to you as well. Chris Burrow, good morning. Scottish Aquatics, good morning to you. Said, love my shrimp, bro. Can't wait to hook up in the future. Think I'll be placing another order again real soon. Keep me posted on updated stock. You got it, Scottish Aquatics. Thank you so much. We got James Hand. Finally made a live stream. Thanks for being here. Tons of people in here. Let's see. Perth Cichlids. Good day, people. Good day to you, too. Good morning. James Hand. Chris. Let's see, who else we got in here? We got Zen Ginger. Good morning to you. Just made my first order with you all. Very excited. Thank you so much for the order. Really appreciate that. And then there's more. I hate how YouTube does this. It always loads in like last. But Chevy Fish, Nathan Kodas, Willie's Aquariums, Sweden Aqua, George Rojas. Can you shrimp ship to Chicago with this weather? Absolutely, we can. We guarantee our shrimp all year long. So no worries at all. Heat packs are free. Just place the order and we'll get them to you. If you're ever worried about it, if you're worried about it, do overnight shipping. That way you know which day they're coming. If they ship on a Tuesday, they'll arrive on a Wednesday. So that's what I always say for the people that really want to ensure that their shrimp arrive safely. Missed out on the 2K Ginger. I don't even know what 2K Ginger is, but sorry you missed out on $2,000. We got Alex from The Secret History, living in your aquarium. Said Galaga is a great game, and I'm looking shaggy with November too. Nothing wrong with that. Jessica said, is there a temp where you won't ship shrimp? Looking to order more, but it's cold. So if the temp's going to be below 20 degrees, the low, probably below 10 degrees. I would say below 10 degrees. I mean, maybe at 15 we might not ship. It just depends. We judge each package individually on whether we're going to ship or not. But cold weather shipping, we guarantee them 100%. The biggest thing is making sure you are home to receive your shrimp, because If they leave them outside, it's going to be bad. But if they take them inside, no problem at all. We mark every single shipment with live animals on the side. So most of the time, if you're not home, the post office will not leave the package. They'll take it back with them. And then you'll just pick it up from the post office. Sometimes they won't even send it out on the trucks. You'll just have to pick it up anyway. So post office is actually really, really good about it. Flippity, good morning to everyone. JD Chico stopping in to say hello. So, all right, let's get into the topic at hand. Good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. Hopefully you're enjoying some coffee today. But anyway, today we're talking about our Black Friday / pre-Black Friday sale. A little bit of logic behind it. Matthew Diro, my buddy Matthew's in the house. Good morning, Matthew. Aren't you supposed to be in school today? What the heck? But anyway, as far as Black Friday sale. So for us, Black Friday is the craziest weekend of the year. So what we always try to do is we try to do like a livestock sale prior to Black Friday. Because let me just explain to you what happens on Black Friday. So usually starting Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, all the sales roll out, people start spending money, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are all crazy days of sales. Now that's a great thing, but what happens is Thursday was a holiday, everyone is getting slammed with sales, and so Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday roll around, and there is so many shipments going out from all the different companies. So when you ship livestock Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's a possibility that USPS is going to lose your package. It's happened to us many, many, many times. And so what we try to do is a sale 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. And what that does is hopefully everyone will buy all their livestock prior to the holiday rush. So you'll buy all your livestock 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. We'll ship it the week before Thanksgiving when it's not crazy to ship. That way we know it's going to get to you on time. There's no Thanksgiving delays. There's no holiday delays. There's no influx of packages going out. And so we try to do the sale prior to Black Friday, at least 2 weeks before. And so we do 20% off all livestock. So that's the sale that's going on right now. If you want to get 20% off all livestock, whether it's snails, whether it's fish, plants, shrimp, shrimp starter packs, whatever it is, if you want to buy livestock, 20% is the best deal that we're ever going to offer. That is the most that we ever give off. So if you're looking for livestock, now is the time to buy it if you're looking to get them from us. And that also means that we'll ship them next week, which means that you will get them before the rush. And so that means that you're more likely to have a successful shipment. Now, worst case, it does get delayed and you wait and you get it shipped a week after Thanksgiving, and something happens, like, we're going to cover it. So the worst part about that is the animal dies, and we never want that to happen. So we try to avoid it as much as possible. But the good thing to know at the end of the day, we're always going to cover live animal shipments. So you don't need to worry about that. The 17th, we're for Black Friday. So starting Thursday through Monday, we're doing 17% off the entire website. So it's 3% less, which isn't a ton, but it's the whole website. So if you're looking to get hard goods, if you're looking to get matin filters, driftwood, anything you're looking to get, and you're looking to get multiple things. So let's say you're trying to get food and you're trying to get shrimp all at the same time, then it's probably smarter just to wait. The only thing is that there is a risk of packages getting lost. If you ever want to prevent that, always upgrade to FedEx overnight. And just so people know, like, FedEx overnight, I think we charge $40 for it, $39.99. And on average, we lose $5 per shipment on shipping. And so it's not something that we make money on. It's just something that I know is good for the animals, and that's why we offer it, especially fish. We want to get fish to their home as soon as possible just because they need higher temperatures. Shrimp are a lot more resilient when it comes to shipping. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. But the biggest thing is 20% off is going on now. It's for livestock only. It's over on Monday. It ends Monday night. And so if you're looking for livestock from us, now is the best time to buy them. If you want to get livestock and hard goods or just hard goods, Black Friday is going to be the best time. The other thing we're doing on Black Friday is somebody dropped something out there. But the one thing we're doing on Black Friday is we are offering every single day we're going to have a special. So every year we do mystery boxes, and we're really going all out on mystery boxes this year. We're already planning them out. Oh, my dogs are out there. That's what it is. Amanda on Wednesday always brings the dogs to the warehouse. Another story. We have 3 golden doodles, so they like to be loud. They like to get into stuff. The trash cans are always overflowing. If you guys saw the video yesterday, so they're always pulling trash out of there, having a good time. Every once in a while, they'll get nervous and poop on the floor. So it's always a joy when the puppies are here. But seriously, it really is a joy. But anyway, mystery boxes are a big thing that we do here at Flip Aquatics. And so we're already planning that out. We're going to have a $25 mystery box, a $50 mystery box, and a $100 mystery box. And so it's going to be really cool to see what happens this Black Friday. We're really hoping for the best month that we've ever had in Flip Aquatics history. I know last year we weren't as prepared for Black Friday, and so it wasn't as successful. But I think this year we're really prepared for it. We have tons of shrimp available. We just opened up the new building, which has 2,425-gallon tanks. And so we have tons of inventory over there as far as shrimp go. And so this is the first year that we're actually ready for the holiday rush. And so it's super exciting for me to see our business grow and continue to grow and get bigger. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you guys are looking for good deals, 20% off is going on right now. That's live cycle only. And that's the best deal we're going to have all year. And then 17% off Black Friday. Probably that is the best sale that we're going to have all year as far as the entire website. And so there's a lot of stuff. Gregory Foggett, my buddy Greg, is here. He said, are the mystery boxes going to be shrimp or hard goods? They're all going to be hard goods just because, like, when you do live animals, you never know, like, where you're sending them. And so people might not have a tank set up. And so we found just doing hard goods. So it'll be a bunch of different hard goods, and it's going to be some new stuff that we got in. It's going to be some stuff that we're trying to promote. It's going to be a lot of different stuff. So it'll be a great value for your money. I promise you that. Gotta have your coffee. I always think this is amazing. If we can just take a second and realize that this is episode 31. That means we have been doing Coffee with Flip for 31 weeks. I can't wait to hit a year. That's going to be a huge accomplishment for me. And it's so nice. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. Like, it's fun. Like, I really enjoy doing this with you guys. And so thank you for everyone that's been here. I see some questions coming in. So I'm going to answer some questions, and then we'll get back into more of the topic of, like, preparing for Black Friday and what goes into that. Because this was the year that we've spent months of planning to get to where we are now. Now it's been an adventure, to say the least. So we'll start here. Brandon said, got my order in last night. Biggest ones I've placed yet. Your sale got me good, man. LOL. Always happy to contribute to you and all you do for the hobby. Thank you so much, Brandon. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all the support, especially the people that place orders, the members here, the people that are just watching. You guys are all awesome, and I could not do this without you. So thank you so much. James Hand said, are you near the building that looks like a basket? The Longburger Co. headquarters in Newark? No, I'm actually in Cleveland. Well, I'm south of Cleveland, Ohio, in Youngstown. And so I don't know where that is, but I'm not close to Newark. Sorry about that. Just dropping in. Have a super awesome day. Thank you so much, Doc. Really appreciate it. Matthew Diro says, I want to order some golden bees, some more crystal reds, and maybe some blue bolts. Can you guys put a heat pack and some insulation in the box there? Is snow and it's cold over here? Absolutely. If it's cold there, we're definitely going to put a heat pack in your box. So wouldn't worry about it at all. We came out with something really cool. I wish I had it with me. We've been having a lot of issues with people acclimating. So the biggest thing to know when getting shrimp is shrimp do not do good with high temperatures. They do good with low temperatures. So it's much better to have them at 50 degrees than have them at 85 degrees. And so using heat packs with shipping shrimp it's tricky business. And luckily, we've learned a lot through our years of operating. But one thing that the customer, the end user, the person that we sell to, you guys, the one big mistake that is always made is when you receive your shrimp, people are quick to acclimate them. So there's sometimes where we ship shrimp and, they might be, I don't know, let's say they come in at 50 degrees. Well, let's say your tank's at 70 degrees. If you try to acclimate them over an hour, that's going to be a 20-degree jump, and most likely you're going to lose your shrimp. So the biggest thing that we recommend, and we came out with this card on acclimating shrimp, like the proper steps. If you get your bag of shrimp in and it feels cold to touch, just leave it on your counter in your house, leave it in your fish room, whatever it is, for like 6 hours. Just leave it there. As long as there's no dead ones in the bag. If there are dead ones in the bag, obviously take those out, add some dechlorinator in there. That's going to neutralize the ammonia. And then same thing, let them sit for 6 hours just to naturally temperature acclimate over time. It's not a big rush. It gives them time to acclimate. And then you can actually start drip acclimation. You can add them to your tank, whatever you want to do from there. But the biggest thing is give shrimp time. So I see that we got a new member. That is awesome. Papa Shrimp Aquatics upgraded to the rare shrimp collectors. Thank you so much. So if you guys didn't know this, we just came out with a new type of membership. I did a video kind of talking about it, but I'm super, super jacked up about it. Like, I love what we came up with as far as membership goes. And I don't want to stay on it too long because I don't want to bore you guys. But if you guys are interested in seeing every episode of Coffee with Flip, we do this every single week. The opposite weeks are for members only. And so the cool thing about our membership now is there's different tiers. Now, obviously, there's a cheaper tier for all those people that have kind of been putting membership off. Maybe they didn't want to spend the $4.99. So now you can spend $1.99 and you get the same things that you used to get for $4.99. So I told all the members that are at $4.99 that you're more than willing to go down. You're more than willing to upgrade, whatever you want to do. The cool thing about the different levels now is for the $4.99 level, I think you get a 10% off discount at Flip Aquatics. The $10 level, you get a 15% off coupon. And then the level above that, the rare shrimp collectors, you get 20% off the entire website. And to give you guys an idea, 20% off, that's something we never do. So for everyone here, there's never going to be a sale where you get 20% off our entire website just because like our margins are not that good. But when you sign up for higher membership, it's a perk. And the reason we can justify this is because you're supporting us financially. And so it doesn't matter. Like if you place a bunch of orders, we still appreciate you. And the amount that you're providing us every single month through being a member makes up for that, that loss in margin that we're going to have. And as far as like now, instead of losing money, we might just make a little bit of money. And that's kind of a benefit to being the different members. And there's so many different tiers. Like, for example, the $10 tier, or no, the $5 tier, I think it's called video creators or video directors. Let me just pull it up so that way I don't mess up. Let me see. Yeah, because I don't want to say anything wrong. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the most accurate information possible. Because sometimes I think I know something and then I realize that I didn't know something. And I guess that's just the human condition. Okay, so I got to pull it up now. So the $2 membership is called the Shrimp Family because I always refer to everyone here as family. Because at the end of the day, like, you guys are family. It really, like, I don't know. There's like a special connection that I have with you all because without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today. And it really means a lot to have your support and see the success that we've achieved because of you guys. And so it means a lot. So the $2 tier obviously would be the Shrimp Family. And the $4.99 tier would be the video directors. And what a video director is, that tier, so another thing to know before I go any farther is whatever tier you are, if you're the highest tier, you get the benefits of every tier below you. And so if you're at the $4.99 tier, you get the benefits of the $1.99 tier and so on and so forth. So that's just something important to know. So the video directors, they get to help decide new videos that we're going to do. They're going to help me come up with new ideas. They're basically like the backbone. Like, hey guys, like, what do you think about making these ideas? Like, we just did a vote a little while ago, and it was a poll to see what kind of videos you guys want to see. And I thought it'd be like fish room tours or something like that. And everyone said educational videos. And it just reminds me that I haven't done educational videos in a long time. So that's something that I need to get back to. And so that's something that I would have never known without asking you guys. And so that would be a video director. Livestock managers. Now, this is going to be a fun tier. And the reason being is we just set up the 125 gallons. If you guys saw that video, I did a 2-tiered 125-gallon tank. And so we got 2 125-gallon tanks up above each other. And the livestock managers are going to be able to pick what goes in there, what kind of shrimp we keep, what kind of substrate we use, what kind of plants. Like, it's going to be your tank. And so that's going to be a fun way for me to collaborate with you all and really like bounce ideas back and forth, because right now it's like me just deciding, like, I'm like, I don't really care. Like, let's throw this in there. Let's throw that in there. And it's more fun when I can do it with other people. Like, when I get the employees involved, it makes it more fun. When I get you guys involved, it makes it more fun. And anything that can get me excited about this hobby more is something worth doing. And this is something that really gets me excited. Now, the rare shrimp collectors are ones that they get to actually help me on import orders. If we're looking to get new shrimp in, I can be like, hey guys, here's a list of shrimp that I'm considering bringing in. Which ones do you guys want to see? Which ones do you think we should get in? And they can list off, and they can even add on things that they want. And so they get first dibs at all the rare shrimp. They get to decide like, hey, I want those, or I really like this one with the stripe, and so on and so forth. So it's just for those people that like have a lot of tanks. They're buying a lot of rare shrimp, and that's a way for me to connect with them more, because then now I know like, hey, these guys have these shrimp. Maybe if they get them breeding, I can buy them back off them and all that stuff. So there's a lot of things that go into it, but super excited about membership. Sorry for that little tangent, but Papa Shrimp, thank you so much for upgrading. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate all the members for sure. You guys are the A team. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. With that being said, let's go back into Black Friday and talk about some preparations for that. So this will blow your mind, I think. And I'll go through and answer some more questions. I'm sorry I'm missing some. I kind of just get on tangents and we just kind of roll with it. But Black Friday, the biggest thing with Black Friday that we did this year is the whole second building, which is where we're doing the gallery and everything like that. We did that with the intention of being ready for Black Friday. So I can't even tell you, like, I don't know how much money we spent, tens of thousands of dollars to ensure that we had the proper stock to be able to survive a Black Friday. Because last year we had a pretty good Black Friday, all things considered, with the team that we had, with the amount of shrimp we had, with the effort we put into it. We had a pretty good Black Friday, but we ran out of shrimp. And the worst thing any business could do is run out of things to sell. Because then all of a sudden, like for us, we do a 30-day quarantine. So when we run out of stuff and we have to bring stuff in, it's a minimum of 30 days until we can start selling those. And so, if it takes us a week to get them in, all of a sudden you're looking at 40 days. And a business can't survive without 40 days of income. And so it's really been this process of learning, like, how are we going to make this work? How are we going to keep inventory? How are we going to keep shrimp in stock? Do we need more space? What do we need to do? Do we need to put more shrimp into tanks? Like, what's the solution? And the solution is, it's tough. Like, the solution is really hard, because sure, we can try putting 1,200 shrimp into a pond, but is it really going to help? Like, all of a sudden, like when things start going south, they go south a lot faster. And when things are going good, it can turn around like in the drop of a drop of a mouse turd. I'm talking about these guys. Sorry, that was a bad analogy. And we'll get to this in a second. For most of you, you probably haven't seen this yet. And I'll explain this all because I'm sure people have asked and I just haven't seen it. But things just go bad quick. And if it was just like me, then I would feel confident putting more shrimp into more ponds, because I know that I would be checking on them, twice a day, making sure that they have the proper water parameters, making sure we're treating them for any parasites, all these things, like just ensuring things don't go wrong. But at the end of the day, like, I'm busy doing this kind of stuff. Like, I'm busy hanging out with you all. I'm busy doing finances, and I'm busy like juggling a lot of like, I guess, higher end stuff. And so I don't have the time to go through and just check on shrimp all day. Luckily, Amanda's come into the business a lot more, and she's helping a lot on that aspect. And we have people like Jeff and Tyler and Mike that are really good at it. But at the end of the day, nobody's going to care as much as I care. And nobody's going to care as much as Amanda cares. And there's I don't know, this little gray area where it's like, oh, like, that's not so bad. But in reality, it could be really bad. And it could teeter one way or the other. And so with putting more shrimp into a smaller space, a lot more can go wrong. And so that's what we're trying to prevent. And so by opening up new tanks, it was the only solution. And the reason we chose 125s is out in the ponds, like, yeah, sure, you can look down at the shrimp and you can see how they're doing. But at the end of the day, like, you're not getting a perfect, accurate, presentation of how the shrimp are doing, because you're only looking at them from the top down. When you're looking at them from the side, you can see, like, do they have parasites forming? So instead of pulling shrimp out of the tank, looking at them, putting them back in, now we can just look into the tank and see, okay, we have an issue here. And so we chose 125 gallons. One, because, like, who doesn't want a fish room full of 125 gallons? Like, let's get real right now. Let's get real. That is amazing. So that's a slight part of it, a tiny little part. The other part is we could double stack them. That had a lot to do with it. We wanted to be able to double stack. And with ponds, you really can't double stack without putting some on the floor, which never really makes sense. And so the other aspect of it was we could actually see into the sides of them, and that was a huge benefit. Now the cool thing about the ponds is the cost of the ponds was only about I don't know, two and a half times more than the ponds. Like I want to say the ponds cost like $100 shipped, and the 125s cost us like $250 shipped, something like that. And so it's still a lot of money, and you start adding up all the expenses that we have, like stuff adds up quick. And so it's crazy. Now I did see a super chat, so I got to get to that. Dally Vigil, I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'm going to go with it. Dally Vigil dropped a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. He said, Rob, need to know how tall are the Java fern mats that you have now, and are they snail free? So none of our plants are snail free because there's really no way to guarantee it. Just because, like, one, I like snails. I don't mind snails at all. And so I don't want to treat with something that's going to kill snails, because most likely that's going to kill invertebrates too, which we have a monoshrimp in our tanks. And so they do contain snails. So if you don't want snails, I recommend that you treat them yourself when you get them. You could do, I think there's like a bleach, like mixed bleach with water. Now, don't quote me on this, and don't do it blindly. Like, do your research, please. I don't want to be held liable for any bleach malfunctions. But anyway, if you add a little bit of bleach to some water, dip your plants in it for like 30 seconds, a minute, it will kill all the snails. The Java fern mats, they usually, when we get them in, I want to say that they're like, I don't know, 12 inches tall, maybe. Maybe not that tall. Maybe between 8 and 12. We'll go with that, 8 and 12. So they're pretty tall, and it'll be good. But anyway, let's talk about this tank. Let's talk about this tank. So if you guys aren't a member, you wouldn't have seen this video. One, because the majority of my audience wouldn't care to see this video. And so if I posted it, YouTube would probably punish me for forever. And my statistics and everything would just start going down my analytics. So obviously I'm not going to post a video like this. But we've had some intruders in the fish rooms. And by intruders, I mean mice. First year that we've ever had mice in the history of Flip Aquatics. I don't know why we've never had them, but we've never had them. And all of a sudden, yep, we have them. And so they're coming inside because it's getting cold out. So they want a warm place to live. And they just so happen to really like my office. And so I personally don't mind. I think mice are cute. Sure, people can say they're dirty, they eat trash, this, that, and the other. They tear into things, like, that's all fine. But I think mice are cute. The big black eyes, can't beat it. Anyway, they started hanging out in my office and in the shipping room. Now, in the shipping room, we have bags of fish food that we sell, like bags and bags and bags just hanging on the wall. So it's easy for a mouse to jump up on the wall, chew a hole in the bag, start eating the food. Terrible for us. So we cannot have that happen. So now at this point, I have to decide, we got to get rid of these mice. We have to. But I don't have the heart to kill a living thing. Like, if it's a big old spider and it's in my proximity, there's a high probability I'm going to smush that sucker. But that's because I hate spiders. Oh, another topic for another day. Don't like spiders. But anyway, mice are cute. So I don't want to kill a cute little mouse. Like, that's just not me. And so what I did is I went on Amazon, and I literally, it's pretty funny. I think I spent $80 on humane mouse traps where you catch them and then you can release them. And so I bought all these mouse traps, and I have them shipped here. I bought 3 different types to see which one works better. And you would be shocked that the one that works the best was the cheapest one. So learn something new every single day. But anyway, this cheap little mouse trap caught 3. I have 3 mice in here. Now, the members would have only seen 1 mouse, but recently in the last 3 days, I caught 2 more, literally right here, like right next to my desk, because I kept seeing them run by. So I set up the trap. I got them. But anyway, we can't put them outside because it's too cold and they don't have a place to live. So they would probably die. So I can't knowingly kill them outside either. So I figured no better way to save some mice than put them into a 10-gallon aquarium right here, and just keep them until spring gets here, and then we'll let them go outside, and all will be well. And hopefully they'll be fat. Hopefully they won't be too lazy when they go back to the wild. That would be terrible. And so yeah, it's been fun. We've been voting on names for them. Let me see. I don't know where the name tag went, But the whole team here wants to call him Fievel. I think it's from the Rescuers or something. And then there's a bunch of other names that came up. But if you guys have any name suggestions, drop it in the comments. Not the live chat because I won't see all that. But drop it in the comments of this video, and we'll go over that. So yeah, that's why I have little mice on my desk. Now they're nocturnal, so they're almost never out in the day, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. They're still cute. When they do come out, they're really cute, and I think it's fun to catch them. Like every time we come in, I'm like, "Ooh, did we get a mouse?" And so that's what we've been up to. Mean Mug Aquatic said, "Rob, you have to be the nicest soul on fishing." Thank you so much. I definitely have a big heart, and I enjoy animals. Like I'm an animal lover. Oh, it's hump day. Hump day is such a good day. Where are you, big shrimp tank? It's right there. See that monster right there? That's the beautiful 480 gallon. Now, the cool thing about this is literally I can just turn like this and I can stare into the abyss with a 480 gallon. And it is a beautiful, beautiful sight. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I tried to do something a little different. I tried to incorporate music that I otherwise may have not incorporated and try to do like a minute or 30 seconds of like B-roll, just like where you can just like get into the tank and see some stuff. So that's something new that I tried. Hopefully you guys like it. The video seems to be doing really well. I think it's doing like second best out of all of the recent videos I've uploaded. So that's a good sign. And who doesn't want to see a 480 gallon shrimp tank? Now, people did say that they would encourage me to add a school of like 100 otocinclets, which I agree, that would be amazing. But then it wouldn't be the world's biggest shrimp only tank. And that would be kind of bum. I don't know if that's the right word. I meant to say bum deal, but that's probably not an accurate representation of how I feel either. So we're just having a great day here. We're just having a great day here today. And all is good. What else we got going on? The Zen Ginger said, Rob ordered 15 Fantasy Blues, but says they're still under quarantine. How much longer do you know? So we're actually shipping next Monday. It should say on there. Yeah, it should say on there. Yeah, I think it's next Monday. And the reason we're doing that is because we can't ship them the week of Thanksgiving. And so we had to make sure to get them out the week prior to. But yeah, we got in a ton of Fantasy Blues. So Fantasy Blues are Fantasy Blues are my favorite Neocaridina. I can say that. I had to think through it, make sure it was actually true. Sweet Aquatics said, hashtag Flip Aquatics. Did you solve the overflow problem? The shrimp go into the sump. Yeah, the shrimp still go in the sump. I have all the parts and pieces that do it. It's just one of those things that like, it's okay how it is. I don't necessarily have to do it, but yes, it's still an issue. The stainless steel, I actually have it. You can see it. Oh, this is tough. Okay. There. Right there. I got it. That's the stainless steel sitting right there. So I do need to put it in there. Oops. Dropping stuff. I got my River Life award. Shout out to River Life. My buddy River Life on YouTube came up to me and he gave me, I forget the name of it. I always forget it. But it's a community development award. And it's like a Grammy award. And it's a cheap little statue. But at the end of the day, it means a whole heck of a lot. Like, how nice was it for someone to think of me and bring me a trophy? Like, I thought that was really cool. So shout out to my buddy River Life. I really appreciate that. So I keep it on my desk as a reminder that people are awesome, I guess. And it makes me feel good. It's cool. Get a warehouse cat. No way, Jessica. Although a lot of people suggested that. We have one employee that's allergic to him. My wife's kind of allergic to him. I'm a little bit allergic to him. So yeah, it'd be cool, but I feel so bad. Like if I came out and I saw like a mouse like limping across the floor because the cat bit it, like I would feel awful about myself. Get a couple cats. Man, everyone's saying get cats. You guys are terrible. Until they chew through the fish tank wires too. Trap them and let them go. I didn't think about that. If they chew through metal, I would be impressed. But if they do start chewing through it, then I'll put glass lids on it, and there's no way they're going to chew through that. Rob and Paul Coffe are living my dream. Yeah. So really cool story about Paul. So I know that in our hobby, there's some people that feel pretty passionate about not liking Paul and the people down in Florida because they don't really, in their opinion, they don't treat animals correctly, or maybe they don't treat fish correctly, or things like that. I would agree on some accounts, but that's not what I want to discuss. I actually really like Paul Coffe. And now let me tell you why I like him if you guys have never heard of him. I like him because he's a young kid and he is really like chasing after his dream. So the businessman inside of me can really appreciate someone that is working that hard to accomplish their goals. Like that's what I really like about him. And the cool thing is I really think he's a good kid. Like he's a good person. I think he means well. And so I actually I had the privilege of hanging out with him and talking to him when I was in Aquashella, Chicago, and we got to know each other. And I'm actually I haven't planned it yet, but I need to plan a trip to go visit him, and I want to do some videos at his place. He'll do some videos about shrimp. I'm going to set him up with the shrimp tank, and I think that will be a lot of fun. And hopefully me and him can get to know each other better, and hopefully with the small amount of knowledge that I have, hopefully I can help him in what he's doing. And so yeah, it's really cool. Most small terraries will go after mice too. Terraries, terriers. That's what it is, not terraries. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. If you guys, that's it. We're making this live stream private. You guys will never see it again. I don't want people thinking that I think terriers is pronounced terrari. Oh, that's terrible. Low-key judging. I'm sorry. It is pretty funny. As soon as it clicked, yeah, I realized it was not good. But yeah, there's that. So no judging, judgment-free zone. We're all good people here. And yeah, so a lot of good stuff. The other thing that I wanted to bring up that I think is exciting, one of the subscribers is actually hooking us up with a lotus mantis. So it's a praying mantis, but it's a lotus, and they're freaking cool. So I need to figure out how I want to keep them and set up a little enclosure for them. I think it would be a lot of fun. And Jess said, put a weight on top of that tank. The mice will be able to get out, and give them a small house. They can jump really high. Oh, yeah, they have a little small house. You see it right here? They can literally jump from here to here, and then they crawl on the top of this. And how I know that is Amanda set up a Wi-Fi camera to watch them at night because she thought they were so cool. Yeah, it's mice that we caught in the shop. And instead of killing them, we're keeping them as pets. Shrimp with Sweaters, Hunter, said, hey, Rob, I noticed some shrimp in the blue bowl tank that looked like Sierra, sea bass, golden bees. How did that happen, and do you plan to call them? So if you can look back, when we imported these guys, we added them directly to the aquarium. Now, usually we put all of our shrimp through a 30-day quarantine, and in that time, we can pull out any shrimp that are not what they said they were. So when we order from Taiwan, they're not. How do I want to say this without sounding offensive? They're not the most detailed when it comes to packaging. So sometimes for example, we'll order blue bolts, and we'll get like out of 200 blue bolts, we might get 50 blue masuras, which. So that's pretty funny. It's good. Just never mind. I won't even go there. But anyway, so the golden bees likely came in when we imported them, and because we added them directly to the aquarium, we never separated out the ones that were not actually Taiwan bees. And so I've tried to do it in generations since then, but I haven't had time. And so if one blue bolt bred with a Taiwan bee, then they're going to produce Michelins. And so we've been seeing a lot of that. There's also some blue steels in there. There's some red steels. So there's some things that shouldn't be in there that we're working on it. So even though it's a blue bolt tank, there's like 90% blue bolts and 10% everything else. And so yeah. The Zen Ginger said, I'm trying to talk my husband into Aquashella. Anniversary is March. His exact response. How romantic. That is the greatest thing I've ever heard. I love that. The Zen Ginger, that seriously made my day. Best thing ever, because that's something that I would say. I love it. Scottish Aquatic said, hey, Rob, how would I sex my Taiwan bees? Females have what's called a skirt, which is a rounded underbelly. So their tail is rounded on the bottom, and males do not. It's just a flat bottom. And the reason they have that skirt is to protect the eggs when they have them. So that's the easiest way to sex them. Other ways, like obviously if they're buried, they're female and so on and so forth. Oh, I must not. I must not have been breathing enough. If you guys missed this last week, I don't even remember when I talked about this, but my mom told me to keep doing deep breaths while I did these live streams, and I wouldn't yawn anymore. But I think I forget to breathe. But anyway, Brandon said, you should visit Big Rich at Ohio Fish Rescue. You'd probably be really close to him. It'd be awesome to video collab. Yeah, I've honestly been meaning to go there for years, and it just never works out for some reason. But yeah, he's only like less than an hour away from me. So it makes sense for me to go visit him. I just haven't. Alex said, hey, Rob, I sent you an email about a business deal you might be interested in. Well, I am like 10 days behind on emails. So depending on when you said it, I will catch up as soon as possible. I promise. But thank you for the email. David Romanov. I don't know if that's how you say it, but just placed my first order. Will monos eat blackbeard algae? Historically, no, they will not eat blackbeard algae. Now, if they are starved, then yes, maybe, possibly. But they are good algae eaters. I mean, I have a couple in my tank, and the blackbeard algae like goes away. But at the end of the day, like I have my lights down really low. I'm trying to have the proper like parameters and everything. So. Will they eat it? Maybe. I wouldn't bank on it like putting 10 mono shrimp in there and then all of a sudden your blackbeard algae is gone. Don't think it works like that. If you have blackbeard algae, the biggest thing I could say is like do a blackout on your tank. Like don't let your lights run for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. Plants are pretty resilient. So like when I start having issues, like I'll just shut my lights off all weekend, every weekend for like 4 weeks, and then when it starts getting bad again, like another solution, I'll turn the lights down to the minimum brightness that they can be, like dim them all the way, and then they're good to go. Oh, I need some coffee, even though it's decaf. Well, you guys, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you on this hump day. We're about 43-ish minutes in. I had a good time. I'm going to go get me a Galaga arcade 1-up machine. I'm going to build that sucker, and I'm going to play me a game of Galaga. That's what I'm doing today. I feel like I need a little bit of R&R. And so I'm going to do something that I think is fun, and that's what I'm going to do. So next time you guys see a Coffee with Flip, you're going to see an arcade game sitting right here in place of that dirty old sweeper. So that's what we have going on today, guys. If you're interested, check out our Black Friday sale, 20% off livestock only, running through the 18th. Really would appreciate any sales that you guys want to do. If you don't want to do any sales, completely understand. Don't have to. Never any pressure. If you guys want to consider signing up for membership, we'd love to see you at the members only Coffee with Flip, which is next week and every other week after that. And so we got a lot of good stuff going on. I want you guys to be involved as much as possible. The more people that are involved, the better, for multiple reasons. And so you guys make it an absolute amazing day, and enjoy the rest of your week. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a video on Thursday. I don't even know what I'm going to shoot yet. I might even do a fish room tour. I don't know. And so we got a lot of good stuff going on. You guys make it the most amazing week ever. God bless every single one of you. Praying for you guys. Hope you have an awesome week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll see you guys later.